At Fantom Works, we make cars better than the day they rolled out. And for us, this is more than a job. Love your car as much as we do?
Wow, really came out great.
And we're gonna get along fine.
If you were a little bit cuter, I'd hug you.
Mostly. What's that? Truth is, if we have to pick between you and your car, that's an amazing amount of filth. We're not picking you.
Today, Hank's offloading one of my favorite cars in the whole world, a 1958 Corvette. The owner, John, says it's mostly original. I'm not sure if that's real or if it's mostly wishful thinking.
So how bad is it?
You're not gonna like the paint, but it's all there.
The paint's all there or the car's all there?
The car's all there. Paint's not all there. That's what you're not gonna like.
It feels like there might be more than just paint to dislike on this car, but I'm going to withhold judgment until I see it in the daylight.
You wanna set it in the grass?
Yep. And in daylight, it's about what I expected.
There is so much not original stuff on this car.
Really?
The door panels are wrong, the dash is wrong, the seats are wrong, the console is wrong. Jump in, man.
It was all there.
Let's go scare the shit out of ourselves.
I can do that.
She's rough. I mean, I gotta tell you, this car is awful. These brakes would have to be improved to be shitty. Oh,
He said something's hitting the fan shroud.
yeah, it is.
This
What is
still
that?
making that noise, isn't it? I can feel it in the floor.
What is that doing that? I've got the key turned off. Oh, it's the windshield wipers trying to work. Disconnect the battery. John, my friend, there's literally not one nice piece on this car.
The windshield.
Hank, I think you win the prize. The windshield is not cracked. What do you say to a guy who buys something like this?
Sorry?
The owner of the 58 Corvette is flying in from Pennsylvania, but while he's en route, I have a far more local arrival. It's a car we don't see here every day, a 71 Plymouth Sport Fury.
One lime green machine.
The owner's a one-of-a-kind, too. My old friend, Rick. But he's not the one bringing in the car this time.
Hey, Dan, I'm back. And I want to introduce you to my daughter.
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
Please grab a seat.
Rick, my dad, his birthday is coming up, and wanted to do something a little special. I'm sure you've heard about his 71 Sports Fury.
A 22-foot-long, 17,000-pound Plymouth Fury.
This was his first car that he bought when he was 20, so it's definitely very near and dear to him.
He special ordered the car and then goes to pick the car up and it's not the right color. It has a different engine. And it was over a year later, he gets a call from Plymouth. And they want the car back.
They asked Rick to give it back.
It's like a one of a kind. There is no car like it with the weird combinations of things that are on
It
it.
was probably manufactured as a prototype, and then when they tried to come and get it back a year later, he wasn't going to give it up. There was no way.
It's the only car Plymouth ever built with a 383
Triple deuce.
Triple deuce.
It's a 383 triple deuce.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Do you know everything that's wrong with the car?
The paint's fine, the interior's fine. It has motor issues. I know the heat and air conditioning. Rick has always done his own work on the car.
But it's been sitting unfinished for a while.
Hang on. What is unfinished and what is for a while?
It blew the engine 5, 6 years ago. And he had it worked on. It wasn't quite running the way he wanted it to, and then it just sat. I'm not really sure of all the issues with it because it's caught on fire more than once.
Fire?
I don't even remember what
It started on its own.
Between multiple fires and a damn blown engine, I'm beginning to think Rick should have given it back to Plymouth when he had the chance.
So, engine, possibly fuel, electrical system, air conditioning, heat.
It's a challenge for you.
Oh,
Dan is the one person that he would trust to have work on his cars. He'll just be ecstatic.
I want tears. I want tears. I've never seen him cry. I want tears. He didn't cry on my wedding day. I want tears. Thank you.
Right now, I don't know who's going to be crying, Rick or myself. We have a one-off prototype with a bad habit of spontaneous combustion, so chances are one of us is going to get burned. John, the owner of the '58 Corvette, is here to talk about his car, and I'm not sure he's going to like what I have to tell him.
Dan, John Callie.
John?
Roll Cali.
Oh,
That's
Raul.
my brother.
You guys are ganging up on
Yeah,
me.
that's it.
Here, John, grab a seat. Raul, let me grab you a chair here. There you go. So I got your Corvette. Where did you pick it up and when?
I was looking for one for the longest time.
Okay.
And then there was one in Florida. He had a friend down there who knows about cars, said the car was in good shape.
Raul, did you let your little brother buy this car?
I'm the guilty party that had the friend.
It's nowhere near the condition I thought it was going to be. So at this point, do I cash in my chips? Do I spend some money on the car? I mean, that's why I'm here. I paid $65 for the car, which right now makes the restoration very difficult.
Let me give you the good news. The fundamental underpinnings of the car appear to be in nice shape. And that's the end of my good news. You've got a lot of wrong parts on your car.
What does that mean dollar-wise?
50, 60 grand. That's what you're gonna spend just on pieces. So when someone sells you a C1 for under 100, then it leaves you a little bit suspicious.
Okay. All right.
Let's go check it out. The steering wheel is incorrect. The door panel is wrong. The kick panels are wrong. The paint is just rough, right? You're missing trim. The trim that you do have is pretty badly dented.
I expected to hear some bad things, obviously, but I didn't know that most of the original pieces are missing and how expensive they are to replace.
The reason they did what they did is because they knew that it took 1,000 hours to build this right, and they knew that they'd have to spend 50,000 in parts, which is why they went to all Taiwanese and aftermarket stuff and threw a car together.
I need John to understand what we're dealing with, because if we build it, we're in this together.
So what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, I think I would like to build it. It's a beautiful car. I want to get it to the point where it looks like it should, with a lot of love and, you know, dollars, apparently.
I had to get through to John what it takes to build a '58 Corvette properly, which is the only way we do it here at Fantom Works. Now that we're singing from the same sheet of music, I'm thrilled he wants to go through with the build. I think a '58 Corvette's one of the prettiest cars there is. Before I get too deep on the Corvette, I need to take a closer look at Rick's fire-prone '71 Fury.
This is going to be interesting.
I think as good luck going forward, we should probably remove those flames from that.
That's probably not a bad idea. Turn the headlights on. High beams. Nope. Left turn signal.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't work. Right turn signal. We got no turn signals either. How about, wait a second, four-way flashers? I don't even know what to call those gremlins.
About half the controls on the dash don't work where the damn, and the other half are just missing. I've got a massive list, and I haven't even put this car in drive yet.
This thing is idling like
Yep, I got that. Idles like put that down.
Let's see what we got for gears here. 1,
2.
2. What's that third gear?
I don't know.
It was like we hit second gear and third gear like 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
Tack isn't working, wipers, dash lights. Electrically, this car is almost completely dead.
There's a lot to get done on this car, but our priority is to find out why the hell it's catching fire and make sure it doesn't do that anymore. Audrey and I are checking all the parts on John's 58 Corvette to see what we can salvage. Foxtrot, Tango, Tango, 96F. And like we expected, it's a mixture of good news and bad. The bad news is that the worn-out engine is from the mid-60s, not from 1958. So on top of everything else, there's one very big part we need to replace. Much better news is that what's under the car actually looks pretty good.
This floor is in beautiful shape. Brakes appear to be original. The chunk is original. Drive shaft is original. What I'm most impressed with is the condition of the floors.
John asked me if we could do a frame-on restoration to save him some money. It's never the best option, but with these floors and this frame, it might actually be possible.
It's a completely original frame. Oh, shit. It's a completely original frame. Oh, shit. They cut a foot out of each side of the frame.
And they did it on the top, too. It's not just the bottom piece.
Yeah, they did.
A frame-on restoration has the potential to save John a whole lot of money, but the cuts and mods on this chassis I'm seeing aren't looking real good.
I was considering this for a frame-on, which
Okay.
would cut the cost of this build
Substantially. Because as soon as you lift this body,
You open up a can of whoop-ass that you have to deal with.
Yes.
I know you can fix that perfect if I pull the body off, but can we do this as a frame-on if you have to fix those frame rails? Because the standard stays the same.
can I pull the motor?
Of course.
I can patch it. It's gonna
No.
take some work.
Can you perfect it?
Yeah, I can perfect it.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. We're going to start the frame-on restoration of John's 1958 Corvette by dealing with those frame rails. Then we'll search for a numbers-matching engine and transmission and rebuild the entire drivetrain. We'll get his brakes, suspension, and steering working perfectly before we restore his fiberglass. Then we'll fix or replace his trim as budget allows before we put on a world-class paint job. Frame-on restorations come with their own set of problems, but if we can do this right, John will get a C1 Corvette at a much lower cost than a full restoration. On Rick's highly combustible 71 Fury, Liam's giving me a tour of what he discovered after going through the electrical system.
There's splices here, there's burnt wires here, there's splices up here.
Just open wires everywhere.
Everywhere. It's just a mess.
Wow.
We got burnt wires still back here in the dash.
This is the original harness that caught fire.
That is the original harness.
As if the electrical wasn't enough, there's also fuel for the fire.
How the hell long has this thing been parked here?
Only a few hours.
Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 puddles under this car in 2 hours.
We've got flammable dam fluid and about 1 million opportunities for a spark. We'll start work on Rick's 71 Fury by going through the entire electrical system, trying to snuff out any sparks. Then we'll deal with all those leaks and do any additional work that's needed for his engine and brakes. We'll get that AC system that hasn't worked this century going again and complete the requested interior repairs. Finally, we'll deal with those ultra-rare triple-deuce carburetors on his 383 so that this one-of-a-kind Fury is back on the road better than the day Rick picked it up back in 1971.
The wiring in the car was a mess. Melted wires, improper grounding, the gauges wasn't working. Also, the blower resistor can be on even when the heat is off, fan off, everything is off. The battery was just sitting up too high. So when the hood was shut, it would hit the positive terminal, and of course the car is grounded with arc. It's gonna take some time to get everything sorted out and put back right for sure.
John asked for a frame-on restoration of his 58 Vet. We're going to start by stripping it down up front, then we're going to send it to the back and remove that worn-out, incorrect 60s motor.
Keep going.
This motor weighs over 500 pounds, and since we're lifting it out of a fiberglass car, we need to be really careful.
Man,
I hate this thing so much.
Get the car out from underneath it, now. All the way out.
Yep.
That'll work.
It took 3 full weeks, but Chris and Mike managed to go through all the wiring on the 71 Fury stem to stern. We had the tack fixed too, and we're installing that. Rick is gonna be stoked. With the risk of sparks taken care of, it's now on Drew to do his own detective work and track down and fix all of those leaks.
That one's leaking. Right at the brake line coming into it.
We found leaks coming from the oil pan, the fuel lines, the wheel cylinders, the differential, the brakes, just about every other place that a leak is even possible.
This fitting was seeping, so I tightened up this fitting, and the tail shaft was leaking, so I got tail shaft seal on the way. Yeah.
We pulled the engine on the 58 Corvette, but before we start on the frame rails, I want to find out if there's any more surprises. Unfortunately, with a C1, there's only one way to find out what's under the paint. We don't use any sort of blast machinery or chemicals. The chemicals get into the nooks and crannies and cause latent defects in the paint, and the blast media is just so abrasive that it actually shreds the fiberglass, so we are stuck doing this all by hand. The body's going to need some repair work, and we're going to need to strengthen the fiberglass in a few spots where there's stress cracks, but at least now we know what we're dealing with.
Better saturate.
Yeah. There's a lot of leaks to plug up on the 71 Fury, and today Blake and I are tackling the brakes.
It's just like sticky. Axle seals leaking too.
There's gear lube leaking from the axle seals, and it's coated the brake shoes, so I'm going to need to pull the axles and find out exactly what's going on.
What the hell were they thinking? Because they bashed the living out of that seal.
In an attempt to stop the leak, someone had packed the seals in sealant and then hammered them back into place.
Yep, the longer seal board. Bashed the hell in, slam full of grease.
Somebody did not know what they were doing, that's for sure.
Rick tried taking on this 71 Fury behemoth of a car by himself, and I think he proved the point that sometimes a project this big shouldn't be done at home. The additional axle grease that was intended to stop the leak just ended up contaminating the brake shoes, so now, instead of dealing with one problem, we've got two. It's time for Bobby and John to start fixing up those hacked up frame rails underneath the 58 Corvette.
I get everything cleaned up, fitted, looking perfect.
With the engine out, there's plenty of room to maneuver, but welding around fiberglass is always a little risky, so we're gonna be extra careful.
Bobby and John managed to fix the frame rails on the 58 Corvette without cooking the fiberglass. That's the good news, but it has nothing to do with what Raymond wants to talk to me about now. So little birdie told me there was a problem with the Corvette.
We got an issue with this firewall. I don't know what they decided, unless they changed motors or something and needed room right here. I don't know, but...
In other words, somebody came in here with a Sawzall and hacked apart the firewall.
Somebody did a half-assed job putting it back together.
Bring it down a little bit, and I want to bang on it. And that's good. Now we're in a lock.
And it's solid.
Make it look a little bit prettier and stop right there.
You got it.
Can we bring it down? Ree's not finished the first block of sanding, but I think we have a bigger problem than the firewall. Take a look right here at the reveal, and now look here.
Good Lord.
See that?
Uh-huh.
There's no repair in here. Guess who made this car crooked?
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet in 1958. They made it crooked by more than 1/4 inch. The hell do we do with that? Crooked ass 1958 f***ing factory car. That's over 1/4 inch off. John's Corvette has a crooked cowl opening that I believe back in 1958 came straight from the factory. Do me a favor, go grab the hood and the cowl vent assembly, all right?
You got it.
Bobby, come here for a second. You got to see this. See that?
If you look at it like this,
I know.
wow.
And on 3. 1, 2, 3. I want to see what the cowl looks like. All right.
The ironic part about all this is the hood and that vent door is fitting.
It fits perfectly, which means that the crooked cowl was mated up to a crooked cowl vent, which was then fitted to a crooked hood. The
I would
entire
leave it.
car was made crooked to that.
I would leave it, because then we're going to start fighting a hood, then we're going to start fighting a vent door.
That's factory new. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Bobby. Do some cosmetic repairs to the firewall.
You got it.
Spray the engine bay and put an engine in it.
Sounds good.
I don't know what we got going on here to bent these tie rod ends. But there's something funky about it.
On the 71 Fury, we have a problem with the sway bar. The end links are extremely bent from being under high pressure somewhere because it was installed wrong.
So I think they just mounted too high up on the frame rail. So it definitely looks like the damn bar needs to be lowered on the frame.
We can't come down any further because the exhaust, can we?
Instead of moving the exhaust and mounting it in the correct location, they left the exhaust in place and they used giant end links to connect it to the frame. So we're going to have to remove it and install it the correct way.
Before Drew can install the rear anti-sway bar in the 71 Fury, he has to cut out the exhaust that was installed in the wrong place. Now that John's finished the repairs on the frame rails on the Corvette, it's time for him to drop in that numbers-matching Corvette engine that I found. It's a great fit for the car. I'm hoping it's also going to fit well to that transmission we found.
All right, I'm just gonna bump it down.
Engine and transmission slid into place. It finally feels like we're making some progress.
The next steps in this Corvette are gonna be hooking everything up. We gotta get the clutch functioning, I need to get fuel, I need to get power, we need a starter. Pretty much all the accessories need to get bolted on the motor still. Bobby!
Shut up.
Now I've got the engine all installed. Bobby's gonna come help me set the lash on the valves and we can get it running perfect.
A little chattery, huh?
So something's not sounding right inside of this engine. I'm afraid I know what it is. I think it's a misfire.
This side's smoking. This side. Problem's over here.
All right.
Run a compression check.
So Bobby's narrowed it down to one bank of the engine. I'm gonna run a compression check on it, and that's gonna tell us which cylinder is our actual culprit. And the winner is cylinder number 6. The compression reading is pretty much as bad as you can get.
I don't like it.
So Bobby doesn't like it, I don't like it. This is the type of thing that's really gonna piss off Dan.
Drew's been dealing with all the fluid leaks on the 71 Fury and the decades of events that caused them. There's one step left before we can test drive the Fury. He's got to get that triple deuce setup dialed in.
Oh man, I swear to God. This particular vehicle has a 383 engine with 3 two-barrel carburetors on it. It's the only one known to exist in the world. Okay. This is whooping my butt. The six-pack carburetors are set up. Once they're set up and running, they're pretty good. I mean, you put your foot into it, you're gonna feel it. But just getting them all synced together is really a pain in the ass.
Son of a bitch.
John and Bobby told me they've got news about the 58 Corvette engine, so I'm bracing myself.
Got a dead cylinder.
You're saying you got zero?
Nothing happened, doesn't even flinch.
Blew my mind.
You got at least a bad head.
At the very least.
At the very least, a bad hit.
Rip the son of a bitch apart.
Yes, sir.
Just rip it apart.
So I've been working on the 58 Corvette. We thought we had a real good motor from a reputable builder, but come to find out, can't believe everything that you read online.
What's the verdict?
Everything in the bottom end looks pretty good.
How's the heads?
Let me show you. That number 6 exhaust valve kissed the piston pretty hard.
That's all it takes is one kiss and the guide is suddenly bad. Call Todd, get him to rebuild these heads. Nothing like rebuilding a rebuilt motor.
Fun times.
I've been working for a while now on these carburetors on the 71 Fury, trying to dial them in, and I'm still not having any luck.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Even a triple deuce isn't supposed to be this hard to tune, but I think I finally figured out what the issue is.
All right, what's the status on this thing?
Throttle shafts will slam out, front and back.
Holy crap.
Yeah. They replaced them and cleaned them up, but they didn't do anything to them.
We've got throttle shafts that are completely worn out and a triple deuce setup that even when things were perfect, they were a bastard to deal with.
Yeah.
We've got a worn out bastard, is what we've got here. We will never adjust this engine with worn out carburetors.
Not at all.
Sometimes we get lucky and we can get carburetors to play nice with just some adjustments and gaskets. Other times we need to fix every damn thing in the carburetors inside and out just to get the damn thing working well enough for us to even begin to dial it in. We can't rebuild these carburetors, right?
Right.
We have to completely restore them because they need throttle shaft bushings and they need to be completely done. Get them done.
Yes, sir.
So I just got the cylinder heads back from Todd at the machine shop, and today I'm gonna get them all stuffed in, get them all put on the engine, and set all the valve train up. Come on, baby. Blam, just like that.
While Drew's waiting for the restored triple deuce carbs to come back for the 71 Fury, the guys in the finish section are starting on the interior.
We're putting in the new carpet, and we're repairing the console and dash. The AC is blowing cold, and the heater's blowing hot, and this time, without any flames.
The 58 Corvette is finally coming together. Johnny's got the motor all put back together and tuned up, so we're ready to take her out for a spin.
Okay, so my oil pressure is reading good. These tires are definitely on our list.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do we have any brakes at all that actually work? See that? Oh, so we got all of our brakes in the car are on the left front tire.
Yep.
So this is not ready for the body shop yet. And this rain is telling me it's time to get this damn thing
go back to the shop.
These windshield wipers suck too.
Terrible.
Yeah, what was this? 30 seconds ago it was nice.
It was pretty good looking. I'm overdue for getting this vet into the body shop, but the brakes gotta come first. Turns out the brake drums are a little bit out of round, but luckily there's enough material left on them so that I can turn them on the lathe. They'll be good as new.
I've got the carbs back from being reconditioned, so I'm going to reinstall them, and I'll take another whack at getting them tuned up. Oh, yeah.
On the 58 Corvette, John's got the engine and brakes in ship shape, and it's time for her to spend a little time in the body shop. Justin's giving this car the love it deserves after so many years of neglect and abuse. She's going to come out of this a beauty. The owner, John, is as excited as a kid when I told him over the phone that the mechanical work was completed and we had already test fit the trim. He and his brother Raul decided to take a trip down from Pennsylvania to check out the progress. First thing I wanted to show you is this. You actually now have a correct date-coded 58 Corvette engine and heads. Not easy to come by.
The first reaction, wow, I was blown away, right? I mean, what a difference. Like, I brought basically a piece of junk that was all worn down, and now he's given new life to it. No, that's perfect.
We're doing the final prep for this car to go into the paint shop. And I'll just show you, this is as of this morning at 8 o'clock. There's your bill. Almost exactly at 60. So the target of hitting 85, even with engine and transmission and the things we found, is still actually not completely out of sight. But guess what your brother called me up and said he wanted?
Let me guess. Interior.
Yes. How about red?
Steering wheels, seat belts, the seats, the door panels, the dash, all the components, the gauges, all of that has to be ripped apart now and repainted. So there's a lot of hours involved in making a simple decision like black to red.
It's about a $20,000 change. You bet your ass it is. What do you want to do?
Drew's got the carbs for the 71 Fury all dialed in, and I'm ready to take it out for a test drive.
How does it run?
No vacuum leaks. Every cylinder is getting fire.
This is so much better than it was before. Let's take it for a ride. Oh, yeah! As soon as this car leaves about 1,200 RPM, it just takes off like a rocket. Damn! Whoa! This thing hits second gear and actually rips the tires loose. Hits third gear beautifully. For a monster-ass car that looks like a highlighter, this thing goes like a scalded dog.
It took a lot more than we bargained for, but I think Rick's baby is just about ready to head home. We had the 58 Corvette coming in right around the original proposed budget, but then John decided to throw me for a loop. He wants an all-new red interior.
It's about a $20,000 change. You bet your ass it is. What do you want to do?
You've got to make it red.
Got to do it.
Right? You got to do it.
That's it.
At this point, I'm up to here, you know?
Okay. You know, it's a shame to have the car looking great on the outside, and when you look at the inside...
I'd have to keep the top up.
So it's settled. We'll go red with the interior, but first we've got to work out a little magic on the exterior. We'll start by cutting everything in the car in black, then we're going to spray those highlighted silver coves to make this car look perfect. A clear coat will give us the surface we need to cut and buff this to a glass finish. And then we go red.
Changing out the interior in this Corvette has got me seeing red, literally. There are so many bits and pieces and so many details that I feel will never be finished. The seats are comfortable, but the legroom is not. Definitely very red.
The 71 Fury threw us a few curveballs, but we finally have this land yacht in good working order and ready to be Rick's birthday surprise. Apparently, he only just caught on to the fact that his car left home. So you figured out your car's gone, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You got a birthday coming up?
I do.
You know how you were tired of working on the car?
Yeah.
We finished it for you. Well, Dan finished it for you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. God, thank you so much. Can't believe you guys got together and did that.
The carburetor vacuum issues, the underdash vacuum issues, the wiring issues, the electrical component issues, wiper issues, axle issues, transmission issues, all of those are taken care of.
Wow.
Surprise!
Damn, I didn't think you girls had it in you.
I know how much that car means to my dad.
It was my baby, my first car.
And I grew up with this car. This car is like part of my childhood all the way through my adult life.
For that reason, that car shouldn't sit. That car needs to be enjoyed, and he needs to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Tell him about the new color.
It is the same color, right?
Let's go see this car.
There it is. It's yellow. It's still yellow.
Whoa. You know, you had a rear anti-sway bar, and that was actually kind of backwards, so we put the anti-sway bar in there correctly, and then redid your exhaust system, took care of the differential, it got the brakes functioning a lot better, and then the engine bay. We basically did a complete rebuild. That's a new compressor, of course, OE style, new clutch, replaced all your hoses, and so now your air conditioner actually blows beautifully cold.
Cold air, yeah.
Your carburetor's rebuilt and restored, as well as the wiring under the engine bay. There was a fair amount of time spent doing that. Rick, take a seat in your now actually functioning 71 Fury.
Oh, the tack works. That's really cool. That's a lot better than it was.
I think it's time to go for a ride.
All right.
This is really incredible. I mean, everything is now working. Horn's working.
You can't keep a low profile in this car.
Lando. Yes, that makes me a captain. You are a captain.
That car has always been a part of the family.
I'm extremely happy to get it back, citing the fact I didn't know that it left. This is the best birthday present ever.
'58 Corvette is running great and looking sharp. Just a few minor details left to take care of, and she'll be ready for John and his brother Raul to take home. Welcome back.
How are you, Dan? How are you?
Nice.
How's it going, John?
Very good. Good to
Raul?
see you.
How are you? Thank you, thank you.
How's it going? It's hard to beat a '58 Corvette in looks, right?
Right. I love the body styles, the curves, and I just always wanted a '58 Vet. That was my...
And he had me going to all these Corvette shows.
I remember the day that it arrived on the trailer, and I went out and I touched it, and the emblem fell into the hood. So I was like, wow, that's not a good sign.
No.
So what we basically did in the build of this car was we started out by getting the frame correct. Someone had taken a blowtorch to it.
Yeah.
We restored all the fiberglass, and once we got done with that, we had to go find you all the missing stuff. Engines, transmissions, trim, interior packages that you wanted, right? Go from black to red.
Oh, it had to be red. I mean, when I bought the car, that's the only thing I was going to do to the car was change the interior. So I couldn't do all this and not have the red interior.
Right. But
I mean, Tell me now the red interior doesn't look beautiful.
Oh, it's perfect. I'd say you'd be hard-pressed to find a more beautiful car anywhere in the world than this thing.
We're going to get to see this thing?
Can't wait.
All right, so the paperwork side, it's about 18 pages.
Right now, I'm really excited. So are we close to where we said we were going to be?
We're actually within about 10%.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's go see the car.
Do it.
Let's go see it and drive it.
Wow. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. That's it. Wow. Oh my God, dynamite. Oh, it's beautiful.
That is beautiful. Oh, the same car?
It's the car that you thought you bought.
Oh, it's perfect. Look at that, the lines.
Do you like your red interior?
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
And all of those parts are now put back together the way they're supposed to be. All your gauges work.
Oh, this is beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Let's take a look at that engine. All right. So what you're looking for is these screws to be at an angle rather than straight. That tells you that it's a correct 58 motor. Of course, a correct generator with a tach drive that runs your tachometer. Everything under here is correct for a 58, right down to fan shroud and radiator.
That's awesome.
Well, John, what do you think?
I think. I like it. Sounds good. Has a little purr to it.
All right. It's been an up and down road to where my brother is at today, but I think he's finally hit the end of that rainbow with that car.
There's so many things that happen, you think this day's never gonna come. So to finally see it, just couldn't wait to hop in and take it for a spin.
Beautiful. Great job.
I love it.
For Rick's one-of-a-kind 71 383 six-pack Sport Fury, we solve problem after problem. From faulty wiring to leaks to air conditioning, carburetor, brakes, and even engine issues. He now has a great driver and a birthday present for the ages. John's 58 Corvette arrived with a ton of cheap, mismatched aftermarket parts. We did a complete frame-on restoration and gave him the car of his dreams, right down to the custom red interior that he asked for at the last minute. At Fantom Works, we make cars better than the day they rolled out. And for us, this is more than a job. Love your car as much as we do?
Wow. Wow. That is phenomenal.
And we're gonna get along fine.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
What was that? Mostly.
I love it.
Truth is, if we have to pick between you and your car,
Oh, yeah.
we're not picking you. How's it going? Tom and Sam have driven here from Indiana with a 1967 boat car hybrid known as an Amphicar. In the 1960s, an Amphicar was about the same price as a brand new Corvette, but they offered one thing the Corvettes didn't. They went in the water. Well, kind of. For Fantom Works, this is a first.
Well, this is kind of a special car in our family. My wife loves this car.
Okay, good.
I have an Amphicar. I got a 1966.
And after she took a ride in, she said, we have to have one of these cars.
You guys are joined at the hip through an Amphicar.
We are.
I didn't say it was the same.
Let's face it, it's more of a goofy novelty than it is a practical boat or car.
It's a horrible car and it's a horrible boat, but it's a heck of a lot of fun.
Right.
It's a clown car.
I've never taken mine in the water where I haven't had somebody take a picture of me.
Of course.
I get a cheer when I'm coming out of the water.
Well, yeah. Going in, you're getting the holy crap.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, the good news is that Tom clearly had fun on the water with this boat. The bad news is if it were going well, he wouldn't be here.
Once I had it in the water, it started to show some issues. It was getting to the point that the two bilge pumps couldn't keep up with it.
Okay, so your pump couldn't
throw it out as fast as your holes were letting it in.
Exactly right. It's unfortunately taken on the normal rust that an amphicar takes on.
Why would they rust?
Well, they're just built out of steel, and the poor things weren't very well drained, and there's areas that catch water, and it's just a real problem.
All right, so when did you actually start tearing your car apart?
I took the car apart in late 2010.
I think you pulled apart for the transmission
I
first,
got that
and then
first,
you
yeah.
stepped off into the deep water.
That's correct. The transmission was making some noise, and
Yeah, they're a complicated bastard, too.
yeah, and then we said, well, we've got it this far apart. Let's just get it done.
You picked the scab.
Yeah, and I have been very frustrated because the gentleman that I took it to worked on it for about 9 months and then literally just stopped.
At that point, you're a greased refrigerator heading for the bottom.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. He finally said, it's shameful what I've done to you. Yes, you should take your car from me.
Wow. Are we building you an amphicar or an amphicar resto mod?
Probably a little more of a resto mod. I want to put that safety aspect in there. But other than that, I really am looking to pretty much keep the stock amphicar.
Okay, and let's just keep in mind that when we say safe as possible, driving a car into a lake is a metaphor for doing something crazy.
That's correct.
So what are we resto modding on the car?
Well, number one, the fuel injection system.
Okay.
The brakes that came with this car are really marginal. And I've also thought about some more modern gauges, perhaps, where we could use something electronic.
Are you planning on putting it in the water a lot?
Probably fairly frequently.
Okay, the probability of getting a marinized digital GPS speedometer that matches your 1967 amphicar, I'd say you got a better shot of getting pregnant.
Oh, no,
Okay.
I don't want that.
We want to take what the engineers at Amphicar did and improve on it whenever possible.
Oh, absolutely,
They did
Dan.
try.
We have some parts in the car today. I could use some of your help.
Is it time to go look at this?
I think-
Because I want to go see it.
Let's get out there.
All right, let's do it.
That could happen.
All right, here we go. Here it is.
I don't even see the car yet.
When Tom said he had a lot of parts he needed my help with, he sure wasn't kidding.
Let's peel this back and see where our...
What do we got here?
All right, let's sort of jam this one off to the side. Well, you can tell where the ballast in this car comes from.
Yeah.
This little bastard right here. Holy crap.
The more parts that come out of this truck, the more I'm realizing this is gonna be a major job.
So there is a car behind all that.
Car.
All right. That is an amphicar.
Yes, sir.
The basic decision at this point has to be made. We trust the metal work or we don't trust it. And if we trust it, you go forward. If you don't trust it, it's real simple. We just blast it back.
Yeah, you need to get it.
So we strip it.
Yep, you strip it.
Okay.
Another area you need to look at, you can see down here, this panel's not welded.
There's a whole lot on this amphicar that looks like trouble, and with a rare car and a build that seems to have stopped with no explanation, it's not what I was hoping to see.
They left the seam open.
Well, not intentionally.
Had a hard time getting the motor out, so they cut them out.
Oh, no. Why would they have cut that apart?
So those motor mounts are really hard to get to.
It should go without saying that this car is absolutely gutted like a fish at this point. I mean,
yeah.
The problem with a car that's all hacked up with boxes and boxes of parts is we now need to figure out what's right and what's wrong. And, well, for us, the cherry on top is it's our first amphicar.
there are some challenges for me just understanding, you know, where the bilge pump goes in the car.
I want to do anything I can do to help the process get done.
I'll take any help I can get because right now this car has more unknowns than knowns. We're going to start by sorting all these parts out. Then we'll fix the steel to make sure this body is solid before we seal every seam, leak, and pinhole. We'll upgrade the brakes and rebuild the steering and electrical systems. We'll make a new engine mounting system and get this drivetrain working flawlessly before we perfect the body and cap it off with a stunning and durable paint job. We'll make this amphicar stand out and last whether it's on the land or in the water.
Let's start building our plan then.
Okay,
all right?
let's go.
The previous shop got the 67 amphicar dismantled, blasted, patched, and primed. We're starting the build from the ground up. We're going to re-blast the hull because I've already seen some metal problems I can't live with.
Hey. How long did it take you to blast this? Is it coming off fast?
It's coming off fairly easy, yes.
Take a look at something. See how even all of those louvers are?
Right.
Take a look at these. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Amphicar rear deck lid has a lot of louvers. They aid in cooling the engine. Unfortunately, they do nothing for the strength. Yeah, we got to get this fixed.
Right.
When someone's already repaired something several times, there was a good reason for it. The fact that I've already seen 2 repairs and about 2 square feet of blasted metal means that, yeah, we're probably in for a lot once this thing is clean metal. See how these pieces are both bent?
Yeah.
What do you think caused bent metal on the front of this car?
Was the water hitting it that hard, or?
You're actually right, okay? This thing is hitting the water with such force that it's bending the steel supports inside the car. The front of the car has already been bent by just the force of the vehicle entering the water. So we're gonna fix that by making the front end much stronger. You know what I really don't like? See what's holding this together? You've got a 4-foot damn split on that quarter panel, and it was held together by glue. My biggest concern on the whole car is the seam sealer that held it together has failed. You see all this goo?
Yeah.
In fact, you gotta peel all of this back. Is this glued together or is this welded together? I need David to peel all of the seam sealer out of every quarter of this car and make sure that we've got steel bonded to steel, not steel just glued to steel. You can't fix that.
Thinking about just getting a wire wheel and hitting it.
I think you're gonna burn up some wire wheels doing it. Davey! How bad?
Pretty bad.
What the hell is holding this thing together?
Glue. This car's supposed to float. Wouldn't you think you'd have a car welded together? Repairs were done with a caulk gun and bubble gum bullshit.
That's a patch there, then that's a patch,
and up here.
That's a patch.
So we got 4 patches on a quarter. It'd make a great submarine or an anchor.
We have no choice but to cut it apart.
All right, boss.
The glue has contaminated the bond to the point where we can't weld it, and the quarters are in such rough shape anyway, there's really no option other than replacing them. While Davey's cutting the body apart, I'm already thinking about how I'm going to put it back together. This time, I want it done right.
The 67 Amphicar, all of the filler used by the factory on the car was originally lead. I like bringing cars back to the original way they were built, and in this case, putting lead right back where lead belongs. Since I'm building an Amphicar that's going to go into the water, it makes sense that I get the lead from, well, another boat. I was kind of hoping to get about 100 pounds.
Can't do 100. I've got a sailboat keel. It's a 1,850-pound chunk of lead. I'm not going to cut it down.
Okay. I don't need 1,850 pounds, but I guess that's the way it goes. Hard to believe that weighs as much as the car we're fixing.
Lead was used as body and seam sealers all the way up into the early 70s, so I'm sure I'm going to find plenty of extra uses for this 1,800 pounds I'm buying.
Thank you!
Dave finished cutting the car apart so we can access what we need to. So now it's up to me and Andy to weld up every joint, crease, and pinhole. Job 1 is making the car watertight, and I can see right away that it's not going to be easy. I actually went to Dan this morning and asked him exactly how we were going to weld these quarters on and make it airtight.
Does it lap under?
Yes.
Does it fit in there yet?
Yes.
You know what? You said you thought you had a problem? You're absolutely right. David, how the hell are you gonna seal this opening? Because you can get to this part, right? But how the hell are you gonna seal that?
Exactly.
Now we have a bigger problem, how we're gonna get this airtight weld.
Here's the reason you can't weld it. You know what gauge this is? This is probably 18 or 19. You know what gauge this is?
20.
It's 20. If you weld this the way it is, you will warp the living dog snot out of it.
Dan's not a big fan of lap joining because it does make a space for moisture to get in and rust to start.
The only way you can seal this lip right here is a hermetic sealed weld. So what we're talking about doing is running a continuous TIG weld along this entire panel that is airtight.
And that's possible?
I don't know. You said you thought you had a problem? You're absolutely right. Getting a 2,300-pound steel car to float is going to push our welding skills to the limit. The only way you can seal this lip right here is a hermetic sealed weld.
I mean, how are we going to test it other than...
We're going to put it in water with your asses in it to see if it holds water.
Good thing I can swim.
A hermetically sealed weld is normally done by a laser in controlled conditions. Unfortunately, I don't have a box big enough to put this amphicar in. This is going to require some precision welding and a whole lot of hand finish work.
I'm good right there.
Once you get this line cut, get it fitted back up there, we'll put the brass behind it. We'll drill through both panels and bolt it.
So that brass bar pretty much acts as our heat sink, and the front bar kind of works as our
template. Yeah, once you keep it out and weld it, it should hold that shape.
While Wayne and Andy work to perfect those watertight welds, Bobby and I are doing something we almost never do. We're heading across the country to meet an amphicar owner and try and learn a bit more about these crazy-ass vehicles.
Hello, Sam.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys again.
Holy crap. This is your home garage?
Yeah, this is my little toy box.
Plus, I'm hoping Sam can help us figure out what the hell we're missing when it comes to getting this car put back together.
These are the things I figure you're gonna need: the battery trays. I got two different styles here. I got a heavy gauge set, and then I've got the radiator system.
Is this all that you have?
Oh, no, that's just the beginning. We got a whole wall of parts up there.
That whole wall is amphicar parts?
Oh, yeah.
This is what one looks like together?
Yes.
I take pictures?
Oh, you take all the pictures you want.
Well, this one's got more floor space.
I love it.
Guys, instead of playing around with this thing, let's take the other one for a spin.
You can go for a ride in the other one?
Matter of fact, we take it up to the pond, jump in the pond.
No.
Yeah. Let's go. There she is, baby. You want to drive?
Hell yeah.
Look at this.
I'm going to drive your car into the water.
Yes.
I'm going to let you drive this car into the water.
You see how the water did right there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Gas is still gas, right?
Gas, yes.
Oh, my Lord, this is
very cool.
You're about 2,800 RPM.
We're actually cruising at a pretty good clip.
Yes.
Out in the water, it actually performs better than I thought, and that's pretty cool to have a car that can create a wake.
Keep going faster. Get a little more prop. It's going.
At this point, we're all fired up to go build an amphicar for Tom. I want one. Clearly, there is nothing I've ever driven that's like this. Sam, thank you so much.
We're back in Virginia, and I'm totally pumped about getting our amphicar seaworthy. But that's not going to happen unless Andy and Wayne have figured out how to do watertight welds.
You don't have a deflection there more than 1/4 of an inch. And 1/4 of an inch over 6 feet, that's pretty damn good.
Nice job.
From here, Wayne can use the lead to create that hermetic seal on the welds, and after that, I've decided to coat the entire inside with 2-part epoxy. This way, the car is going to be waterproof on the inside as well as the out. With a full coat of epoxy sealant that wasn't even dreamed of back in '67, I'm ready to put this car's hull to the test.
That's good. In fact, turn it down just a little bit. Ideally, we should see no dripping. And you see any water coming out of anything. Okay.
Yeah, there's no dripping coming down outside of that. As long as you don't have any water leaking out, that means we won't have any water leaking in.
You know what I like? We had standing water in both those corners.
Yep.
Put your finger down in there and see how much water you got.
1/16 of an inch or less.
Yeah, so basically just wetness.
Yeah.
Zero standing water means this amphicar will drain perfectly. And with the metal sealed on both sides, this will be the most waterproof amphicar in history. I'm gonna start filling every cavity in the car with water.
Yeah, I hear you pouring it in there.
We've got 15 gallons in this car. What you got?
I don't think there's a single drop.
Good job.
Thank you.
Now that we've had a successful water test, we can really start building this car. Our next step is the drivetrain.
I'm working with the motor mount for the amphicar. The motor mount itself came from a donor, so all I gotta do right now is drop it in place and start welding.
While Robbie was cleaning the engine, he heard something fall, and he asked Steve and I to come check it out.
Ooh, that's a piece of cast metal, too. That's really not good.
Geez, if I didn't know better, I'd think that was a little end of a con rod.
That one's in one piece, that one's in one piece.
Doesn't this piece look just like right there?
Yep, pistons ate itself. Although I imagine if a chunk that size came off and this thing was running, it wouldn't last for more than a few seconds before it came apart.
Whoa. Because that's full of metal.
Is it?
Yeah, look at it. This is not good, and that means I've got to do one of my least favorite jobs. Go give Dan some bad news.
Yeah, that's not good. Definitely not good.
Whoa.
That's full of metal.
Is it?
Yeah, look at it.
We're doing a complete rebuild on a rare 1967 amphicar.
Geez, if I didn't know better, I'd think that was a little end of a con rod.
But our original motor came with a few extra pieces in places they really don't belong. And on a full-scale restoration like this, there's really only one option. You've got sludge, a bullshit previous rebuild, and you've got a worn-out engine that's going into a six-figure restoration. Build it.
All right, we'll do.
At this moment, this motor is far more useful as an anchor, so I'm sending it out to Todd's for a full rebuild. With the amphicar build temporarily on hold, I finally have a chance to catch up with some of the car owners. With 90 builds in the shop, I operate by appointment only.
Hey, my good friend Dan.
What's up, Doc?
Hope you can help me.
But I always make time for my friend and rare car collector, Doc Pellerin. Last year, we fixed up Doc's prize 37 Volvo when a shell fell on it inside the trailer.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I have no idea why the Doc stopped by today. I just know it's never as easy as the Doc thinks it is.
I got a car show coming up, and with my 1936 Austin, and I tried to start the car, and the gas is just flooding out of the carburetor.
Okay.
I spent some time trying to rebuild it.
You took it off the car?
Well, I thought I could solve the problem.
And what happened?
It got worse.
Doc's an oral surgeon, not a mechanic, and his Austin is one of maybe 10 left on the entire planet. Not exactly the best car for him to be tinkering with.
I need a gasket. It's a Zenith, and I hope that you could find me one.
Every carburetor place you call, which is about 3 in the world that even deal in this, they're gonna ask you, what's this casting number, what's that number, what's this? And if I don't have all of that and don't have measurements from certain parts of the carburetors, they're gonna either hang up or laugh at me.
Well, I had no idea. I thought the Zenith carburetor was Zenith carburetor.
Oh, no, Doc, there's 1,000 permutations on what that could possibly be. Do-it-yourselfers often don't realize what they're getting themselves into, and fixing this mess is gonna take some time.
You found me parts before from England. I got about 4 days.
I mean, Doc, 4 days? Give me 4 weeks to find carburetor parts for an 80-year-old British car, and I'd say you're pushing it. Give me 4 days, and I'd say you're downright nuts. Let's get it in here and see what happens, okay?
I knew you'd help me. Thank you.
All right, yeah. Not at all, Doc. How the hell does the Doc do it? He roped me into getting his very rare car ready for a show in less than 4 days, and quite honestly, anytime someone's been screwing with their car, there's no telling what you're gonna find in it. Oh, shit. Well, luckily, Doc got his 36 Austin here really fast. Bobby and I can take a look and find out just what the hell we're dealing with. Okay. There's one problem, we got no carburetor. Obviously, removed carburetor, but I got a feeling that's the tip of the iceberg. What the hell do you smell?
I don't smell nothing.
I don't smell a damn thing.
I mean, nothing.
A little innovation, a cotton swab, and some electrician's tape, and ta-da, we can do a little detective work on the tank.
I'm going to build us a fuel sampling probe. Okay,
Oh, you got it.
and it just got wet. Carefully pull it out. I don't want to lose that Q-tip in the fuel system. Smell that. That is disgusting.
It smells more like some kind of booze.
I don't know. You got a lighter on you? Okay, it was at one point gasoline. If he ran that crap through that engine, he's got bigger problems than a fuel system build.
Before we take another damn step, I've got to know exactly what Doc did to this car.
Has any of that gas gone into the engine?
I've turned the engine over trying to start it. I've got it up to the fuel pump.
So did this engine fire up at all?
No, it just turned over. It wasn't getting gas.
So you attempted, but you think it may not have had the fuel actually pump into the engine?
Yeah.
Okay, Doc, we're on it.
Thank you.
Doc said the car had a bad carburetor, and I think that that's the thing that saved him, because if all that old varnish had gotten into the engine, we'd be rebuilding the motor.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go have a stroke.
Just to get Doc's 36 Austin rolling again, Bobby and I are going to have to go through every component of the fuel system. We're going to clean it until you can eat off the son of a bitch.
Okay, we are free. Can we get it?
I got this side.
Wait, let's try the other side. There we go.
Yep, so now I want to...
Oh, God. No, you're pouring it on me. I was nice to you. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like it's got kidney stones.
We got to figure out how we're going to clean all that rust out. Otherwise, we're building another tank.
This gas tank appears to be in rough shape, but I need to do a good inspection through the fuel sending unit hole, and right now, I can't even get those screws to turn.
It's binding. Jesus, it's time.
You want to heat them up? Doc, we can't find your gas tank and I have no eyebrows. I have never seen nothing like that. It is dissolving. Don't try to... Ha-ha.
Oh.
That's what you get for earlier to me.
It looks like we can save the sending unit and now finally get our first really good look inside the fuel tank.
Oh, we're screwed.
What?
This is a completely baffled tank. We can't get into those other baffled areas. I think we got to pour phosphoric acid in it. I think that's the only thing that's going to touch this.
And pray to God it don't eat the bottom out of it.
With the clock ticking down fast on the 36 Austin, we got some good news. The fuel tank just might be salvageable.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Dan.
I got it done last night. So I used a combination of phosphoric acid and hydrochloric acid. I have never seen that much disgusting crap crawl out of a tank in my life.
Wow. So that's day and night difference, isn't it?
The tank is actually ready to go. Where are we with all these fuel lines?
I've already cleaned them out. I'd fill it up with carb cleaner and then blow it out with a blowgun. Fill it up with carb cleaner and blow it out with a blowgun.
Let's get this tank in here.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern.
While Bobby buttons up the fuel system, I still have to hunt down some of those carburetor parts. I'm giving a call to my go-to guys for those rare overseas parts, but I'm afraid if they don't have it, no one will.
Operator department.
Hey guys, I've got a 1936 Austin in the shop, and I need a carburetor rebuild kit. What are the chances you got that?
The ones that were made in England, there were very few made. Then nobody makes a kit for that carburetor.
Are you serious?
I personally wouldn't want to touch it. Then nobody makes a kit for that carburetor.
Are you serious?
I personally wouldn't want to touch it.
Doc is showing his 36 Austin in a Concours d'Elegance event in just 3 days. With a carburetor rebuild kit nowhere to be found, I'll have to assemble my own from parts from around the shop and around the world. Meanwhile, Liam can take care of another issue we found, leaking knee shocks. Plus, we're going to put back a feature that's been missing for decades, a set of hand-stitched leather luggage straps.
With these older cars, you'd pull down the rear deck lid, and there's hold-down points, and straps go across whatever bag or luggage you'd happen to have to keep it tied down so it doesn't bounce off your car.
Time is short, but I finally have all the parts needed to rebuild the 36 Austin carburetor. I gathered up parts from around the shop and around the world and was able to put together all the correct castings and gaskets to build a correct 36 Austin carburetor. Then it's on Steve for the install, and hopefully this relic will get a second chance at life. And lastly, we're going to do a final detail and get this Austin ready for its close-up.
Hey, Dan, how are you?
And without a moment to spare, it's time to get Doc's 36 Austin out the door. You came in with a carburetor issue, right?
Yeah.
That's where you thought it started and ended.
Absolutely.
We did the fuel system, which was the carburetor and the fuel tank, took care of just getting it running and driving. And you were missing those straps from the trunk?
I never had them.
Not something that we were able to find, so we've made them, and hopefully you like them. I wish I had time to bill you more, Doc.
It's a small car, you know.
Yeah, small car, small bill in this case. What do you say we go take a look at it, and you can get this thing to the concourse event?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a piece of art. It's not a Corvette or a Mustang, but it has an appreciative value.
All right, so bring this up. So we went through the carburetor, and it was very jammed up with crud. We remanufactured you a gasket set, got all of this rebuilt, and now it functions quite beautifully.
You know what? I'm very pleased with that car. I'm pleased with the turnaround. It looks fantastic.
Give it just a hint of choke, and your starter button. What do you think?
It's never started quite as easy as this.
Bobby did pretty magical things.
Yeah, I'm glad you know what you're doing. I'm really pleased. It looks fantastic, and we expect to win a prize.
This is fantastic. I don't know if I'd want to go all the way to California in it, but I might.
Yeah, I'm glad to have it running again.
Okay.
I was very frustrated trying to get it going.
We good here, Doc?
We are great. Thank you.
Absolutely. My pleasure. With the Austin out the door, it's back to full throttle on the Amphicar. Block 1 was a damned 8-week marathon, but Heath came through. He smoothed all the body panels and straightened out those gaps. Now it's finally time for the team to start the mechanical assembly, and since this car is basically an empty shell and a bunch of parts, it's a big damn job.
If you can get that shift rod cleaned off,
okay,
we'll go ahead and slide that through, because that's got to be in before we can actually drop the transmission in here.
For a car this small, putting it together should be relatively simple. But when you add in propellers and drainage systems, things begin to get pretty complicated.
Look at that. We have prop engage, prop reverse.
Nice. Unlike a typical car, we have no access to the underneath. The entire drivetrain has to be mounted from above. This makes it way more difficult to maneuver all of these components into place.
Despite its small size, it's still a pain in the ass to stuff into this tiny car.
There you go. That's how, fellas.
The rebuilt engine will last a generation, but it all begins by getting it to take its first breath.
I got 13 pounds of pressure. You want to do the...
Yeah, come on, you ready?
All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, fire extinguisher. This will be officially the first car I ever caught on fire. I'm an expert at figuring these things out.
What do you say?
You wanna know how I do it?
Steve!
Steve!
No one wants to bother Steve, but we also don't want to burn the wood shop down either.
You getting any fuel spray?
I haven't seen any now.
Swap the two lines. See, you should get a nice, like a cone-shaped spray.
That's what I was looking for, yeah, I didn't see it.
Should be pretty apparent. I mean, you got no fuel at all.
Just take off this side first.
If you still don't get anything, you got an electrical issue.
Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
The 67 Amphicars come a hell of a long way from that cracked empty shell that arrived here. We're about to finish Block 3 and get it ready for paint, but not before one final inspection.
Getting close with this?
Yes, sir.
You'd like to think so.
Yep. Well, I know how it goes. Dan comes in with them eagle eyes and finds stuff that most of the time we miss because we're staring at it all day long.
As my eye goes over the line, you see that little sort of divot? We're twice the thickness of a piece of tape, but I'd like that fixed. Let's put just the tiniest little twist on that.
Okay.
The windshield and the A-pillars, they look real good. The symmetry is nice, the lines are nice, turn signal openings look fantastic. I like it. Good job, Ray.
Thank you, sir. We have a couple of small imperfections. We'll get those knocked out, get her ready for paint.
The 67 Amphicar is approaching its maiden voyage and new parts arrive daily. Mojica and Chris have their work cut out for them because some of these parts belong in a car and really, some of them are standard for a damn boat.
You have a minute?
Everything's just a little bit different than on an ordinary car, and that makes this assembly a whole lot more difficult. Because of all of the specialty parts required to get an Amphicar watertight, not everything fits the way you'd expect. This has to go on because this is what makes it watertight, and unfortunately, the combination of that and that, there ain't no way in hell that's fitting in the car. The thing is we've added a 1/16 of an inch of filler, but that's enough to make that not work. And that sucks. Getting a new handle is not exactly easy, but I've suddenly discovered something a lot more troubling.
Wait a second.
What?
Why the f is there pink?
That's what we order. That's what.
No,
what I have in the boxes.
No.
Yeah.
That's not red. What is this to you?
Yeah, that's what we got in the boxes.
Well, don't install the shit on a car. The f is wrong with you?
The 67 Amphicar assembly comes with a few hurdles, and we've started with a big one. The damn manual's written in German.
You have a relay right here and I changed polarity, so I bet that the switch is somewhere 0 or 1.
On top of that, the car has all the knobs and switches of a car, but also of a boat. And since the thing needs to be watertight everywhere, almost every attachment has a seal. Finally, some of the damn parts might not even exist.
Back? Okay, yeah.
It's got to have tension on it. That's what I was thinking. Like, it's got to be something that go up there.
But four things we do have are the wheels, which steer the car both on land and in the water. Taking on a German car/boat was a challenge, and for me, there's a lot of anticipation that comes with that. I love this weird-ass little car, and I can't wait to see what it does in the water.
No.
Yeah.
That's not red.
We're on the last leg of our 67 Amphicar journey, but we're still facing some choppy waters.
The f is wrong with you? That's pink.
This was a screw-up, okay?
Yeah.
Well, let me explain something. I will not have a slow and waddling Amphicar show up with pink damn side trim on it. Why the hell they even installed it is a problem I'll deal with on another day. Right now, I'm more concerned with getting the color right and getting this thing ready for its maiden voyage. Get this shit the hell off the car. How do you say red in Spanish?
Rojo.
Rojo. All right, what is pink?
Rosita.
Rosita, okay. No Rosita.
No Rosita.
Rojo. Solamente?
Okay. Solamente.
Pink.
This car's come a long way from the shell that arrived. The factory trim that faded from red to pink over the last 50 years is yet another pothole on this long and damn winding road. To get us to the finish line, we need to complete all the wiring, add all the glass, finish the dash and convertible top, and finally we're gonna dye that damn pink trim back to the proper red. It's now time to christen this boat and send her out to sea. Hello, Patty. Good to see you. Tom?
Nice to see you, Dan.
I got to tell you, I'd gladly do another Amphicar.
Really?
You know what I mean? We've sort of all fallen in love with this really freaky little car.
I'm glad to hear that.
It started out with, we ripped it down to the basics, and that's when we discovered your vehicle came in glued together.
I've never seen one glued together.
Obviously, it popped open 7 feet, and down you would have gone like the Titanic, okay? So we started by reconstructing the entire steel body, hermetically welded and sealed, okay? Then we sealed the bottom, both with paint and brushed on epoxy, and then we put a urethane liner on it that you will not in your lifetimes ever have to deal with rust as a result of water inside the car.
And that's the big goal we had here.
And of course, the motor that we had hoped was good had extra chunks of metal in it that just didn't belong there.
That was disappointing.
Ultimately, what it came down to was taking the car that you brought in here in parts and turning it into a car.
That's the way we wanted it to be.
That's really what we wanted.
Tom, normally I tell people that if you can build a car and sell it for half of what you've got in it, you've done well. Well, I think in this case, then you've done quite well. It's 18 pages.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the top vehicles out there.
Oh, yeah.
So this number isn't.
Yeah, and the important thing to us was to have something that our family can pass down because it is so unique.
What do you say we actually go look at this?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. All right, bring it around.
Oh, there she is.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Dan, it's never stood this tall before. Oh my goodness sakes, it's never ever looked this good. It's just unbelievable how it kind of pops now with the red side trim.
It was a cream color, but it was very gray.
It's really standing tall.
Sexy is probably not the right word, but is that not adorable?
Oh, Dan, it is just in its complete glory.
I'm so glad we did it. I'm so glad we brought it here.
Well,
Really,
and I got to
really
tell you,
happy we brought it here.
I am probably as happy as you are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
Because it's just magnificent.
That paint is just beautiful.
It just shines.
You really do have a new Amphicar.
Yep.
Only you've got some improvements. You've got a floor much stronger. You've got a straighter car that I'm pretty convinced they ever built.
But we got real stitches now.
Yeah. There's real stitches. The radio, all the gauges, every lever and thing there functions the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to Heath, reshaping all of these louvers and sanding each and every one of those little louver inserts. In here, of course, you've got your fuel-injected powerhouse of 1,150 cc's.
Correct.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff crammed into this little engine bay, right? You've got bilge pumps and your PCM, your fuel injection, and all this has been rebuilt. And now it holds temperature magnificently.
Oh, that's
Good,
great.
good.
Looks great.
Oh, it's just so
All right, now.
so nice to see it.
Should we throw this thing in the water?
Oh, absolutely. We can't resist. I think Dan has gotten a little bit of a bug for this car. I think that when he took it on, I don't think he knew he was going to be at the place he's at now in terms of really liking this car. These brakes are great, though. They really are nice and firm.
So what do you think of the shifting?
Before, it was like a slop bucket here. It was all over the place, real loose, and it would sometimes pop out of gear. It's feeling really good. The steering feels a lot more tight.
All right, yeah. All right, now, I would like to get out.
Okay.
And Patty, if you can let me out.
The crowning glory for our visit today and picking up the car is going to be putting it back in the water, because that's really what it's all about. It's all about putting this car in the water. All right, here we go.
This just feels
It
wrong,
just makes
you know.
you giggle. It just does.
You realize you're driving in the damned water,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
It isn't just me. Okay, you're floating. That is one sick car.
We're finally in the water again.
Yay!
Absolutely amazing. I wonder if this is a no-wake zone.
I don't think you're making one, honey.
I know we're going to really enjoy our trips out in the water in this car so much more. I think I have one of the top 10 amphitheaters in the world. It's so much better, it's unbelievable.
It felt good to be floating.
And to not have water pouring in and have the bilge pump running full steam ahead.
That's some crazy ass shit.
Off we go into the sunset.
Tom and Patty's 67 Amphi car needed precision welding and state-of-the-art sealants to give them a leak-free car that will last. We rebuilt their broken-down engine and restored every single system for a car that drives like a new Amphi car and swims like a fish. Doc Pellerin brought us in his 36 Austin just 4 days before Concours showtime. The car needed fixes to the gas tank, a near impossible carburetor build, and Fantom Works refinishing touches to become the head turner Doc was hoping for.